So you guys, Bismillah, you guys believe in a God, right?
Yeah.
Who do you believe in?
Like Jesus God.
Jesus. Okay. Do you believe him as a God, or he's a kind of divine person from the God? Divine. So he's not a God.
Oh, he's the son of God, but
Son in a what sense? Like there are a lot of sons in the Bible. Like for example, Adam is a son. Israel is the firstborn. You know that.
Yeah.
David is a begotten son of God. You know, are you aware of that?
Yeah.
David is a begotten. Jesus is a begotten son. Again, it depends what translation you go by. If you read the KJV, it says a begotten son. But if you read Revised Standard Version, actually they remove the word begotten. Begotten meaning it's like having sex, physical intercourse, and producing some. Like I produced my son. I had a physical relationship with my wife. So those kind of things. That's why the word has been taken off. It's been taken out because it's actually doesn't make sense. God will have sex with Mary and produce child Jesus. Makes sense? And how about you? You believe Jesus is a God, or he's a mighty messenger of God? Bible says he's a prophet as well.
I believe in the Trinity.
Trinity. So you believe 3 in 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know that verse 1 John 5:7? There are 3 bear witness. There are 3 bear witness in the heaven. That's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. They are not one. They are not 3, but they are 1. You know that verse has been taken out of the RSV. You know why? Because that verse is a concoction. In the Older Testament, older version, it's not there. So when they compare in the old manuscript, it's not there. So they inserted that verse and they took it off. So can you see? Have you heard some of the prophecy in the Bible that there will be another prophet coming? Have you heard anything like that sort?
I've heard of like false prophet coming.
Yeah, but Jesus said there will be a true prophet also coming. The true prophet will be the one who glorifies him. Do you know Muslim glorify Jesus?
Oh no.
Yeah. So not a single person in Islamic theology, forget about Muslim, even non-believer or Christians or atheists will never dare to criticize Jesus in a Muslim land. Do you know that? In this country, you can write on your t-shirt, Jesus is a gay, and walk around. But in a Muslim country, you will not be. We don't tolerate. And there was a famous guy, I'm sure you know him, Andrew Tate. He said, if you tolerate everything, what do you stand for? Then you have no morals, because you accept everything. Malcolm X said something very similar. He said, if you don't stand for anything, you'll fall for nothing. You have to stand for something. That's the values, right? So if the Bible, have you heard about a verse called Isaiah 42 verse 11? Yeah, so it talks about there is a place called Mountain Sela. Yeah, and there will be a prophet coming from that region, and he will be a messenger. Have you heard about Sela Mountain? S-E-L-A? I'll give you that verse here. Assalamu alaikum, bro. So in my, sorry, I got too many Bibles, man. Prophecy. So this is the Isaiah 42 verse 11. Can you read that verse for me?
Sing to the Lord a new song, His praise from the end of the earth.
Yeah? Sorry? Yeah, carry on.
Let the sea roar and all that fills it, the fish lands and their inhabitants.
And can you see what it says? Verse 11, it says, the inhabitants of Sela sing for joy of the mountaintop, right? So it's talking about, Sela is a mountain, right? S-E-L-A, Sela. I've typed in Google Sela, S-E-L-A. Where it is?
Saudi Arabia.
Which prophet came from Saudi Arabia today?
Moses?
No, Moses came from the kind of modern day Israel, Palestine, and Egypt, that region, not Saudi. There's only prophet one came from Saudi.
I don't know. It's not Jesus.
No, Jesus was born in Palestine.
Muhammad? No.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Muhammad is the only prophet who was born in Palestine. Yeah, sorry, Mountain Sila, Saudi Arabia. In Isaiah 29 verse 11 and 12, it talks about the messenger will come to him, the holy messenger, angel Gabriel, right? He will come to him. He will ask him, read. And the prophet will say, I can't read, because we can't read. It says clearly. So in human history, only one messenger said, I can't read. That Prophet Muhammad. In Prophet Muhammad was, if you see any historical evidence, right? Prophet Muhammad was an illiterate person. He could not read, he could not write. So it exactly what verse says. And I can give you a lot of examples why Prophet Muhammad is a true messenger. Because Jesus said, if he is a true prophet, he will glorify me. Prophet Muhammad said, he raised his hand like this. He said, between me, amongst all the messenger, the closest is Jesus. Because we are like this. Because in between us, there is no prophet. Because after Jesus, there is no prophet. Because you have David, Solomon, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, Ishmael, and all that. But after that, after Moses, Jesus came. After Jesus, there is no prophet. And we said that prophet is Prophet Muhammad. So he said we are the closest. And in this book, Jesus is mentioned about 25 times. Prophet Muhammad is mentioned about 5 times. One time as Ahmed, and majority of the time Muhammad. So Jesus is mentioned more times than Prophet Muhammad himself. This book, we say, this book is not been revealed. It's been revealed to Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. It's not written by him. Does it make sense? So if you see some of the prophecy Jesus made, just some of the, you gonna come in the shade or you're good? Okay. If you see some of the prophecy Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam made, right? He said there will be a time. Look at this. It's a time bound. It's a very geographical. He said there will be a time. This barefooted, uncivilized, unclothed Bedouin will compete each other making tall buildings. 1400 years ago, this man never been to a civilization where there was a tall building, architecture and whatnot. He did not have any clue. And the Arabs, if you go literally 30 years back, if you see Middle East, if you see Dubai, it's a barren land. There is nothing whatsoever. Nothing. Look at now the transformation. So if you go 2009, the tallest building on the planet as of today is basically Burj Khalifa in Dubai, right? You know that. So that Burj Khalifa is built by the Arabs. Now, if you go to 2012, there is another tall building made in Saudi Arabia called as Kingdom Tower or Clock Tower. There is about 600-meter tall. Now Saudi again making another tall building. It's called a Jeddah Tower. Do you know how tall it is? Any guess? Burj Khalifa is 800-meter tall. There's gonna be about 1,000-meter tall, about a 1 kilometer in this direction. Madness. But how he knew this is gonna happen? Very specific. And also Prophet said there will be a time, like the Muslim will conquer all the Roman and Persians, and there are time frame prediction. Even in the Quran it says the Romans will defeat Persians within 3 to 9 years. Actually, according to the historian, on 8th year Romans defeated Persians. There are two biggest empire. I'm sure you know a little bit of history. There are two biggest empire ever lived on the face of the earth is basically Romans and Persian. Do you know who conquered both the empires? No, it's Muslims. Do you know what is Persia? Modern day Iran. What are they? Muslim. You know Constantinople, Roman capital of the Roman Empire. Do you know what is it today? What it calls? Have you heard about Istanbul?
Yeah.
That's a Constantinople. Who conquered Constantinople? Muslim. The two biggest you know, there is a historian called what's his name? Barnaby Rogerson, right? He's a Jewish historian, very prestigious. So he said something along those lines. It's he compared the conquest of these two empires by Muslims is like modern day Eskimos. You know, in Canada you have Eskimos, like Eskimos taking over America and Russia at the same time. Eskimos are like maybe 8,000 people. And you have a two superpower, nuclear power, Russia and America. So he said, it's like, if you wanna compare, it's like a modern day Eskimos taking over Russia and America at the same time. Actually, they did it. So these are the prediction Prophet Muhammad, and also he predicted a lot of plethora of prediction he has done. There will be a time like a sexually transmitted diseases will be everywhere, and we can see how many unknown civilization never knew these kind of diseases. Then he prophesied there will be a time women will wear, there will be clothes, but you can see everything. If you go Saturday night, Sunday night, you can see women wear, they have clothes, but you can see everything pretty much, literally. So these kind of prediction, and music will be, everybody will be very, you know, listening to music and very widespread and more. This kind of prediction he has done. So how this man being uneducated, and he has, whatever he has predicted, it has come true. And if you see some of the famous people, like I'm sure you know Muhammad Ali, he was a Clash of Clans, a Christian. I'm sure you know Mike Tyson, he converted to Islam. Do you know that? He's a Muslim now. You know Sonny Bill Williams.
Yeah.
You know Fatanga Pasu. Yeah, all blues, all black. Do you know Quad Cooper?
Yeah.
He's a Muslim. He converted to Islam.
Oh.
Do you want me to give more names? Malcolm X.
Hey.
Yeah, Muslim. Do you know there is another MMA fighter? What's his name? Recently, Olivia something. He converted to Islam. You know Khabib Nurmagomedov? Yeah. He was offered $100 million to fight, have a rematch with Conor McGregor. He said, I promised my mother I will not fight without my father. So these are the values Islam teaches, you know, and women's rights and everything Islam promotes. But whatever you listen to, hear from the media, that's all false, all lies. Yeah. But factually, there was a survey done by I think it's ITV UK or BBC. They said about 5,000 white people convert to Islam. 75% of them are female, and they do comparative religion. They study comparative religion, and they come to a conclusion: Islam is the only way to the Creator, and it's the only true God on earth. Like you hate Andrew Tate, or you like Andrew Tate, or you are in between. I don't think so. There is in between. Either you hate him or you like him.
I like him.
You like him. Andrew Tate converted to Islam as well. Aiden Ross, another YouTuber, you know him? He was asked recently, what do you make of Islam? He said, he has been to Dubai. You know that, right?
Yeah.
He said, I read the book. He said, I'm a Jew practicing, or culturally Jew, but Islam fixes all the problems we face. You came across the clip? He said it.
Yeah.
He said all the problems we face as a civilization, Islam fixes. Same thing. There is another intellect. It's called as George Bernard Shaw, the British intellect. He said in 21st century, if any man can solve all the problems we face, that's none other than Prophet Muhammad. So these are the people who accepted Islam, right? A lot of people. I mean, top G, right? His reason for conversion is if Islam is true, if God is true, his religion has to be intact. The religion cannot be changed, right? The only religion on the face of the earth, only book never been changed is this one. You believe Bible has been changed? Yeah. Shall I give you some of the prime example? So if you read me this one, sorry, what is the, sorry, I hope I'm not taking you too much time. I'll finish very soon. Okay. Can you read me Matthew 8, 18, 11, this verse? So that's 10. Can you read me 11? Hmm? 18. What is the verse 11? Can you read the verse 11? Is it there or is it not?
No, it's just
It's been taken off. Somebody took it off. It's been yes. So this verse, you know why this verse is not there? Do you know why that verse is not there? Do you believe Jesus is a God, a son of a God, or he's a son of a man? Whatever you answer, I'm gonna catch you. Let me. Huh? Son of a God. Can you read? What was the verse? Matthew 18, 11. Can you read me Matthew 18, 11? You said he's a son of a God. Yeah. You're in trouble, my friend. Almost there. I got them. What do you? So he's not son of a God. That verse has been taken off. It's not there. In this book, they removed it in this book. Do you know why? Because it's never been found. And also, he's not a son of a God. Son of a God. He's a son of a man. Right? And also, do you want to see another last contradiction? Last contradiction? Can you read me 2 Chronicles, verse number 2? 22:2. What is that?
They want a photograph.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. What is that? Bro, can you read me that? Ahaziah was 42 years old when he began to reign. He reigned 1 year in Jerusalem. His mother's name was Athaliah, right? Granddaughter of Omri, right? So Athaliah, granddaughter of Omri. Now, if you look into the same Bible, in 2 Kings, if you read verse number, chapter 8, verse 26, how old was he? 22. How old is he now here? Sorry, he's 22, but here, if you see, so he was 22 years old when he began to reign. He reigned 1 year in Jerusalem. Mother's name is Athaliah, right?
It was
42.
Yeah.
Either he's 22 or 42. So that's what we said. According to the teaching, the Bible has been changed, but Quran is the only book never been changed. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We have to keep moving.
Oh yeah, you guys are done? Yeah, sure. You got a big group. Yeah. Do you want to take some leaflets and books?
Yeah. Can I quickly take a photo of you just in front of that?
Yeah, well, where I'm gonna be on BBC, on CNN. No, I'm joking. But does it convince you that Islam is truth? It does.
Yeah.
So you wanna be a Muslim?
I don't know. Thinking about it.
Do you know what you believe? There is only one God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you believe He's worthy of your worship?
Yeah.
Yeah. So all you got to do in that case, you need to say, I bear witness there is none worthy of worship except Allah, who is the God, and Prophet Muhammad is the messenger. That's give you the guarantee to enter paradise. Will you say it? What do you believe in your heart? So you say, I bear witness
I bear witness.
there is none worthy of worship
None worthy of worship
except Allah.
except Allah.
Also I bear witness
Also, I bear witness.
Prophet Muhammad
Prophet Muhammad
is his messenger
is messenger
and servant.
and servant.
So the same thing read in Arabic. I bear ashhadu.
No, I don't think I can pronounce that.
Ashhadu
Ashhadu
Allah
Allah
ilaha
ilaha
illallah
illallah
wa ashhadu
wa ashhadu
anna
anna
wa Muhammadan
wa Muhammadan
abduhu wa rasuluh.
wa rasul.
So exactly the same thing. That's give you, so you are literally, this is what it took you to be a Muslim, right? So by definition you are a Muslim. This is what you needed. Yeah. And now what I'll do, I'll give you some leaflet. Just study a little bit more and see, because you have planted the seed. If you plant a seed without looking after that, can you have the fruits? Or let me put it other way. Can you have a fruit without planting a seed? No. So you planted the seed. Seed is it? What? There is only one God worthy of worship. So you planted, that's you are officially now Muslims, right? All you got to do now, slowly, don't take it hard. Islam doesn't care. If you look at your son's life, he actually gradually, whatever he is today, he transformed. So take it easy. There is no like a, today onwards you have to do everything, but slowly learn things and we'll go from there. Hey, this brother took the shahada. Mashallah.
Congratulations, bro.
Let me give you a hug, bro. Welcome to Islam, bro. Welcome to Islam. Mashallah. And my brother is gonna give you the book. Okay? Free, bro. I'll charge you next time $100.
Yeah, but if we just come to the mosque.
Yeah, come to the masjid. We'll be in touch. Do you wanna? Okay, that's fine. He's